All right, welcome. It's a good day.
Little riff on the beats.
Welcome to today's episode of Your Daily Scrum. I'm Professional Scrum Trainer Ryan Ripley. That's Professional Scrum Trainer Todd Miller, the Todd Miller.
I just hit my headphones off my head.
Don't do that.
That's me.
We get together
Tuesday.
each and
It's
every
not
day.
Monday anymore.
Hey, intro. We get together each and every day to help you get better at Scrum each and every day. And we also, I guess, have to work on our intro. You know, Todd, let's just jump into it. I don't feel like doing all the like and subscribe and just, you all know what to do. Leave comments, like and subscribe. We're almost to 10,000. Get us there and we'll do merch.
Remind me at the end of this that I want to give, like, there's a guy whose podcast I listen to, and I'm going to give a version of how he does the like and subscribe thing at the end of this.
All right, cool. Todd, help. My manager suspects the Scrum team is sandbagging. You ever get this in a class? I got it today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question, right? There's this question of what's actually, there's different ways to read into this question. Like you could look at it as, why don't you trust your people? Or you could look at it as, what is it about the situation that isn't transparent? It's another way to look at it. And people need information. Or you could look at it different combinations of ways. I'm not going to tell you how I answered it until I hear how you would approach this.
I'm going to be hard on this one, to be honest with you. I think that, so often there's just two really different ways to view the world, right? I like to view the world in that everybody has the best intentions. Everybody is doing the very best that they can.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
My lens is opposite. I'm always a lens of suspicion.
Suspicion.
Go ahead, but you're optimistic. Maybe that's why we balance out.
Maybe I'm just optimistic about this one thing and everything else I'm pessimistic about.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But when I have been a manager before and I've hired people, there's a reason why they're there. There's a reason why they went through the interview process and the reason why I hired them. And I truly believe that when they show up, every day, that through time, that it is the very best that they can do and that they're contributing. And I say that meaning, I said over time, because not every day is going to be your best day. Not every day is my best day.
Yep.
We learn that as being business partners, that we both have bad days. We both have good days, but then we mostly have neutral days, right? You just need to have the good days be more than the bad days.
Kind of like this show, right? We need more good episodes than bad episodes.
Me too. Yeah. Don't answer that in the comments. But when I say sandbagging, that's an ill intent phrase. That means that I get suspicious. I think that's okay to be suspicious, right? Just like we say a product owner should be suspicious about what's on the product backlog. When I see sandbagging, I think immediately that's ill intent. People are inherently lazy, is what I hear from that comment.
Well,
which
maybe we should, real quick, what is sandbagging? Just in case we have I know we have a multi-continent audience. Sandbagging is the team is misrepresenting what they're capable of. They're underperforming on purpose, right? And so that means they are intentionally deceiving people about what they're doing. Have you ever actually seen a team do that?
No.
You know what I've seen?
I honestly haven't.
What I've seen and how I answered this was, you know what? From the outside, it could look like that. And I'm totally sympathetic to that viewpoint. But, we just talked about complexity. And there's unknown unknowns. There's more unknown than known about our products. And sometimes, man, some things just get more difficult than what we expected. And that thing that we thought was 2 days turned into 2 weeks. And it was always going to take 2 weeks. We just didn't understand the unknowns. And so they didn't cheat. They're not lying. They learned something. Here's the catch. And Todd, you tell me what you think of this. If the team if they are not transparent about what's happened, if they don't explain what was learned, if they don't show how in the future that we can improve in this space, or we gain some huge benefits, or if they're not actually talking about what happened, but if they're trying to hide that, then that manager has the right to be upset. But if that team is saying, look, we thought it was this, it turned out to be that, but the value is here and the customers are delighted, it's a little bigger than we thought. And if the manager says that's sandbagging, then I would say they don't understand complexity.
No.
What do you think?
Yeah, I would also say that even if the case in the case that you said where a manager has a right to be upset, I would tell them to turn around and look in the mirror and be upset with themselves, because there's some reason the team feels that they need to hide from. I think we should directly link this to Ivory Tower Illusion,
Yeah.
a video that we did on that, because a person that's far removed from the situation is intent on trying to drive performance on the ground when they may not understand, like you said, the underlying complexity.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think I really truly believe the best in people and that everybody has good intent. And when I see the word sandbagging, that triggers a negative response in me. I feel like that is a inherently thinking bad. I really honestly haven't
I've never seen it.
Sandbags. Honestly, I've sandbagged sometimes in a day because I'm tired. And
Yep.
I'll just tell my boss, I'll just be like, hey, I'm really tired today. You're not going to get the best out of me. And most bosses are like, I get it. Just get through, do what you can, right? Like, you're going to have that kind of thing with teams and people. Not every day is going to be your best day.
I remember a really difficult conversation that I had with a peer. So I used to be an executive. I used to do, managerial type things. And he was really upset with the team. And it was kind of similar language. It's like, I just don't trust these people anymore. And and I finally stopped him. We were sitting at lunch and I go, what did you do to wreck them? And he just looked at me and almost got angry. And I'm like, wait. You hired them. At one point you thought they were great. Now they're not. What did you do to cause that? And it really made him reflect. And he started thinking about incentives and that maybe he was micromanaging. So maybe he was showing up as a micromanager when this team was capable of more and was creating weird behaviors. We talk about this in the PAL-E class all the time. The way that a leader shows up can impact a team. And so maybe it's the leader, to your point, Todd, that is creating an environment where this is the right behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. It's just
complex.
Yeah, sandbag. Complex work. It's just hard to claim a sandbagger.
All right, Todd, we're going to go to end screen. I want to hear how you're going to get people to like and subscribe.
Okay, yeah.
All right, here we go.
So if you're not subscribed to this right now, what I want you to do, I want you to go and I want you to open your freezer, stick your hands in the ice cubes until they're really, really cold, and then come back and warm them up over your mouse by clicking the subscribe now button.
Be sure to check out our socials. We're big on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
I thought that was good.
Some videos are going to pop up. The algorithm thinks you'll like them. We do too. For Todd Miller, I'm Ryan Ripley. If your hands are frozen, you deserve it. Like and subscribe without freezing your hands, and we will see you tomorrow.